Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I am doing wonderful. We're having nice fall weather here. It gets cold at night. When I mean cold, it's 40 degrees. That's cold for us. But then it warms up into the, 72, 74. So it's beautiful. We don't need air conditioning, have the windows open. Only problem is the allergies are killing us. Open the windows to have fresh air, and you're just having horrible, horrible allergies. It's so crummy. Why is it when you get older you get allergies? I don't understand. Why does that got to happen? But anyway, I get to wear something different, so it's nice. I can take some of the, different clothes. I love to wear jackets. I love jackets. And it's so nice to wear something different. It's so funny. I used to always buy jackets for my kids at Christmas time, for the kids, for the grandkids, everybody, because I love jackets. And to me, you can never have too many jackets, just lightweight jackets, to different colors, different things to wear with. So finally, my kids told me, stop buying us jackets. We don't need any more jackets. So I'll just save the jackets for myself anyway. But I've been really busy. I've been wanting to do a reading, and I've gotten a lot of hits and a lot of information, and I've been wanting to do a reading, but I just seem like one thing after another is coming up, and I'm not able to get here in front of the camera. I've been doing readings for people. I've been doing a lot of healings. More and more people are asking for healings, and it takes time. You have to spend 15 or 20 minutes on each person doing a healing. Of course, readings take longer than that, but because I have to load up and all. Uh, but so I've been busy. And my husband, he had his surgery and it went well. Surgery on his other eye, his cataract. So the first couple of days, I help him a little bit. He had a patch on his eye, so I'd lift it up and I'd put the drops in for him. After a couple of days, the patch comes off. He's cool. He can do it himself. He's capable of putting some drops in his eyes. So I'm not offering to help him. I'm letting him do it himself. And he comes to me yesterday and he goes, I just put drops in the wrong eye. I'm like, well, go put some in the other eye now. Brain fart. We all have them, right? It's so funny. Another thing he did the other day, I'm going to bash him a little bit. He's just a funny guy. He's hilarious. He has his phone, and he has a lock on his phone. He has, some of you guys have it, or ladies even. Some people have locks on their phone in case it gets lost or stolen. Somebody can't open your phone, right? That's the premise for it. Or you don't want your nosy wife to look at it, what you're doing in there. But he has a lock on his phone. And the other day he says to me, I can't open my phone. I'm like, why? And he goes, I don't know. The number's not working. I'm putting the number in. It's not working. And you have to open your phone. He looks at his phone 100 times a day. He's got to put that number in 20, 30 times a day for sure, easily. And I'm like, don't you know the number? And he said, it's not working. It's not working. And he messed up the number somehow. He had a brain fart. And then he had to think about it for a while and think, what number did I put now? Because his phone kept locking him out and saying, you can't try again for 30 seconds. You can't try again for 1 minute. He finally figured it out. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's matter? He's gone this morning. He had to go have another test. You know how these doctors are? They're just looking for something wrong. I'm sorry if anybody is offended by this. I don't mean to be offensive, but it just feels like the doctor's just looking for something wrong. Now they want him to take a thyroid test. He doesn't have any indication of thyroid problems, never has. He doesn't have any of the symptoms for any kind of thyroid problem, but they bothered the heck out of him to go take this test. He told him no, and they kept calling and said, come on, go take this test, go take it, you should take it. So he's gone to take the thyroid test. I'm like, okay, whatever, go take the test. I said, they're going to find something else wrong with you and give you some more medicine. He takes excuse my language, a shit ton of pills. I would never take them, I'm sorry, because I know people need medication that's good for them and everything, but with every medicine, there is a little poison in it. And he takes a lot of medicine. So to me, he's taking a lot of poison. And a lot of times I can see that, you know, some of the medicine he takes, there's a side effect, and they want him to take another medicine for the side effect of a medicine. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it, you know. But he's a person that very much believes in medicine, so it works for him. For me, it wouldn't work because I don't believe in the medicine like that. I know I shouldn't even say that, but that's just how I am, you guys. I might take something for a little while. I might take I might take vitamin D for a while. You know, if I'm not getting outside enough, I might take vitamin D, but I won't take it all the time. I won't take it for years. You know what I mean? I might take it in the wintertime when I can't get outside and I can't get some sunshine. So things like that, I understand. Supplements that your body needs that you're not getting enough of, I understand that. But when you're talking about some major medicines that he's taking, anyway. Okay, so enough of that. I have to say, my brother-in-law, y'all remember that he was in the hospital. He had COVID, and he was in Georgia in the hospital, and they released him, and his son-in-law drove him home from Georgia to Texas. They did a long drive, all-nighter. Probably was, 13, 14-hour drive, and he drove him home sick, you know. Hopefully he don't get sick too. But so far, everybody that's been around my brother-in-law has been negative. My sister's negative. Her kids are negative that was around him, and everybody's negative. Thank goodness. Well, he went home, and he was home for a few days, and he got really bad. He got really, really sick, you guys. His oxygen level went down to 40, and they had to call an ambulance for him in the middle of the night, like at 3 o'clock in the morning. Get him to the hospital. I told you he's a double transplantee. He had a kidney transplanted and a pancreas, and he's doing really, really good. So he's in the hospital now. So if y'all would kindly say some prayers for him. I've been sending him healing. I got yesterday from my sister, I got an update saying that he was doing better. They put him on a BiPAP machine, it's a little bit more evasive than the little oxygen. It's the whole mass that pushes the oxygen because his oxygen levels were so low. But he is much more comfortable than he was. But he has had to struggle with breathing. It's really scary. So he's still in the hospital. He's been in there for a while now, but he seems to be getting better. He's taken that remdesivir. I think it's called remdesivir. That's what it is. He's taking that, and that's a 5-day thing. And they think that he's responding well to that. And the next protocol would be the other therapy. What is it? From people that have already had the disease, the platelet therapy. So that would be the next thing on the list to do. But right now he's responding, so they're hoping that he's going to get better. So prayers for him. Okay. So you're talking about an oximeter. I ordered one of those, the little thing that goes on your finger and it reads your oxygen level. It came in the mail. It was so lightweight and everything. It's just a little bitty square, really lightweight, had a little box with it. It was on the counter. We opened it up. My daughter looked at it. She was sick, so I wanted to make sure that, she didn't have COVID at that time. I didn't know if she did or not, so I was just being prepared, I ordered one. And we can't find it. It was on the counter, and we cannot find it anywhere. So I don't know. I am a cleaner, and I remember throwing the box away, and my daughter said, somebody probably put it back in the box, and you threw it in the trash. And I asked everybody, did you put that back in the box? Because I didn't. And everybody said no. But we cannot find it anywhere. So another brain fart for me. I probably threw the meter in the trash. It was so lightweight. But I don't know. I asked, when I asked my spirit guides, I said, did I throw that away? Did I throw it in the trash? How dumb could I be? Did I do that? And you know what they showed me? They're funny sometimes. Dumbo the elephant, they showed it flying all around. Dumbo. So I guess I threw it away. They're trying to tell me something, right? You're a Dumbo girl. Anyway, all right, so let's get on here. Let's get a little information for you guys. You know, myself, what I keep asking myself, and I'm sure you do also, why do people support Trump? Why? I don't understand it. Look, 70 million people voted for him. What the hell? What the hell, you know? And so I'm asking Spirit, and this is what Spirit is telling me. They're telling me that this is the way these people feel and think is that Trump sees things the way they do, or that, you know what I mean? They're one and the same. They see things the same way. That's what's going on, you know, and he is their voice. He's entertaining them at the same time. That's what I'm getting. So they feel like Trump has their same vision. They could, you know what I mean? He feels the same way. He sees things the same way that they do. So he's their mouthpiece and their voice. And they feel like the Democrats are just as bad, you know, as Trump. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, Trump is bad, but the Democrats are bad too. So we may as well support our bad guy because they're bad. You know, they feel like they're fighting fire with fire. That's what's going on. So they don't really care how bad Trump is or what he does because they think there's on the other side, the guys are just as bad. So we need to get the worst dude. You know what I mean? They don't care. And they're really blind to the detrimental effect that it's having on their lives, you know, blindly supporting Trump, believing everything that he says, not wearing a mask. You know, Trump tells them, you know, COVID's not as bad as you think. Look, I had COVID. My family had COVID. We're still here. We got over it. It's not that bad. And that is costing people lives because not everybody has the same reaction to COVID. Not everybody is able to get the same care. You know, there's different levels of care everywhere you go around this country, and depending on how much money you have and where you live, you know, and they're just not really getting that. Did you see in the news that there's a nurse saying, I forget if it was North Dakota or South Dakota, that there was a nurse saying that the people, they were taking their last breath, dying of COVID, and saying, this wasn't supposed to be real. How can this be happening? You know, they're like dismayed. They're like, what? Why is this happening to me? They're at the very end. They're taking their last breath. Like, what? You know, so this is having a detrimental effect on people supporting Trump. And what I'm getting when I ask my spirit guides, you know, is there ever going to be a time when their eyes are open, that they can see Trump and they can see that this is having a detrimental effect on their lives? And what I'm getting is when everything comes out when it is the end. It's the end. When everything's done. That's what I'm getting. Everything is done. So I feel like when everything is done, when you know, his taxes probably come out, when his cronies are indicted, you know, when all the illegal activities that him, Bill Barr, everything that they've been doing all comes out. And this is going to take some time. It's not going to be, you know, let's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's going to take time. But when this all comes out, this will, you know, take away a lot of his supporters. I mean, of course, there's going to be those diehard ones that say this is made up stuff and everything. But this is going to be, you know, when all this comes out, that's when it's going to really, you know, hit, and they're going to lose a lot of supporters. But until then, I feel like it's going to keep going. But the Biden administration, they will go after Trump because, you know, I know there's been a lot of people wondering if Biden will just say, we need to move on with the country and let's just, you know, let's just try to heal from this. But I feel like that the Biden administration, what I'm getting is They're going to clean up the place. They're going to scrub Trump out of there. That's what I'm getting. They clean it all up. Everything that he's done, they're cleaning it up. You know what I mean? And yes, I see some indictments coming. I see this attorney lady. She's a black attorney lady, and I see her prosecuting Trump and his cronies. I feel like I see her standing in a courtroom and she's prosecuting them. So indictments are coming. Now, like I said, they might not be as quickly as we had hoped, but they will come. You know, it's so weird that the senators are continuing to support Trump, the Republican senators. They're not really speaking out against him. They're not telling him, why aren't you accepting this election? They're not really going against him. And it's so weird. It's so strange. So I'm wondering, how do they really feel about Trump? And what I'm getting is, this is funny, that I'm getting the Hatfields and McCoys. So it's a family feud. It's a family feud, but it's like an internal fight going on. It's not for the public to see. The public's not aware of it, but there is a internal fight going on there. There really is. Most of the senators really do not have a warm, fuzzy feeling for Trump. Most of them don't. But Mitch McConnell, he has them in line. This isn't so much supporting Trump as it is Mitch McConnell's doing. You know what I mean? He's done a good job in the perspective of Republicans, okay? He's done a good job keeping his caucus together, building the Senate, being the majority. So they listen to him because he's done a good job, and they've put all those justices in there. So as far as what they've wanted to do, they've been able to do it. So they're going to continue to listen to Mitch McConnell because, as far as, like I said, Republicans see, he's done a great job for them, Now, if we were the majority and it was, our caucus and all, we would be supporting a person like Mitch McConnell, but, it's not. But anyway, that's how they feel about him. It's a fight. It's a family fight in there. There's a family fight, a family feud going on in there. We just don't see it. Because Mitch McConnell, he keeps them quiet. So now we're hearing that we're hearing that Trump may run in 2024, and that he's going to announce that he's running, the day after Biden is sworn in or something like that. So I'm just wondering if the GOP is going to allow Trump to run in 2024, or are they going to support him? Do they want to go through all this again? I mean, how much do they want to go through? And they know it's tearing the country apart. Will they really allow this to happen again? And what I'm getting is, it's so funny. What I'm being shown is they're going to let Trump hang out to dry. They're going to leave him hanging out to dry. So they're going to let the legal process take care of Trump. And I think that kind of says it all. They probably won't have to show their support because he's going to, have so many other issues. And he's not going to really be able to, be the front runner and be the to run in 2024, even if he starts off doing it, he's going to be taken care of by the legal system, I think. So that's good to know. All right. I've been taking a look at Ivanka and Kushner, and what I'm getting from them is that, and I've been getting this for a while now, that they're already moving. And it's so funny. I saw that they had pulled their children out of school, but they were having some kind of issue with the school. They pulled their children out of school, and I don't know. I read that they put them in another school. I don't know if I guess they did that, but I had already gotten hits on that they were moving, that everything is in the works. They're planning on moving. They've been planning on this for weeks. And they're getting the hell out of Dodge. They're leaving. That's what I'm getting, that they're planning to move and go. They're getting all their ducks in a row. Okay. So I guess they can read the handwriting on the wall a lot better than Trump can, or they'll accept it. You know what I mean? So they know what's about to take place and go down. So they are leaving, getting ready to go. So I can't wait to watch Trump move out, and that will be exciting, wouldn't it? Okay, guys. So I guess that's enough chit chat from me for one day. Sorry that it took me so long to get back to you guys. I really enjoy talking to y'all and passing along some information that I get. And if you have any questions, let me know, okay? If there's something that you'd like me to read on, I'm trying to listen to my spirit guides. I can do the cards, but I feel like when I'm talking to you guys, for me, shuffling is, I don't know. I know a lot of the readers say that they find it relaxing. I don't. I just feel like it's messing me up when I try to shuffle and talk and do everything at the same time. I'd rather focus and just talk. And before I turn on the cameras, I'm already talking to my spirit guides. So basically, I know what I'm going to say, and just listening to them. And I'd rather just listen to them and tell you what's coming through. Okay. So I may do it more like this from now on. We'll see. But if you'd like to get a reading with me, I can still do the readings, and they're fun to do, and they're informative, and it kind of, and I do a combination. When I'm doing a reading for you, I am getting information from my spirit guides, and at the very beginning, I connect, and I may give you some information that I get from the spirit guides, and then I'll read the cards also. So if you'd like to get a reading with me, I still do it the same way. And it's a little bit of both, and you get also you always will get an angel card. I do my angel cards in the reading too, so you'll get an angel card, a little bit of guidance from the angels and your spirit guides. So it doesn't hurt to get a lot of guidance, a little bit here and there. So if you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below and just email me, and we'll get together on it. Okay. Also I still have my pendulums. I have a few left, you guys, and they come in a leather pouch. I have rose quartz or amethyst, and I have pretty little chains with it. I did have these little ball chains, but I ran out of them. So I have some prettier chains, actually, that I got to go with them. So if you'd like to get one of those, let me know. Just email me, okay? All right, guys, it's almost Thanksgiving, so I hope you're planning your menu and getting things all together. This is what we've decided. So since our weather is holding up and doing really nice and pretty, hopefully we're going to put our table outside, because all my girls are coming with their families. We're going to have about 12 people. So we are going to eat outside. We have a nice big covered porch and a deck. So we're going to put our big family table outside, and I think we'll put all the food on one table so the people can get up and go serve themselves. So that's what our plan is, because we're trying to listen to the doctors and the CDC and what they're all saying. If you're going to have a large gathering, try to be outside. So hopefully it'll be a nice, beautiful day, and we'll be able to do that. So that's the plan. Going to eat outside this year. I ought to get paper plates, huh? But that's the time to be fancy, and I don't get to be fancy that often. So I use my water goblets and my good china, and I try to make the table look pretty at that time, even though it's a million dishes, And gosh, you know what? I have to tell y'all, this happens every year. I was saying goodbye, and I just want to say one more thing. This happens every year, and I don't understand why. Every year in November, a week or 10 days before Thanksgiving, my drain gets clogged in my sink. I am not kidding you. It happens every single year. And we have to always, we call somebody. Last year, it was really, really bad. It was really bad. And we called somebody out, and they couldn't fix it. And then we called somebody else and they were leaving. And oh my gosh, it was a big fiasco. They finally got it out. They didn't even want to try to work on it anymore. They were giving up. And my husband was like, wait, let's try one more thing. And he had one of those bleeders where it pushes the water through. And he gave it to him and said, just push the water through. And they were like, no, it might back up and you'll have a flood in your house. And he said, just do it. I'll take responsibility. And it pushed the clog out. So we have hard water here and we have a water softener, but still somehow the hard water gets built up. And every year, right in November, that's when it gets built up. So I've ordered some of this. It's called Thrift, that you put down your drain. You're supposed to do it like once a month, put it down the drain, and it's supposed to keep the drains clean. I used to buy it all the time, and I was using it, and we still got clogs, but I've ordered some more of it. But if you guys know anything that will, it's a hard water clog. I mean, this stuff, it gets like white chalk. I've seen it come out of the drain. It gets like a thick white chalk that's so hard to get out. I don't know. Even lye, I had put lye down there, and it was a big mess. I had to suck it out with a machine. It was terrible. I did it myself. My husband told me not to, but I did it anyway. This was last year. But this year, my drain's draining slowly. It's still draining, but it's a little bit slower. Not too bad. Hopefully, I ordered the Thrift and it'll be here before Thanksgiving, I hope. And if you guys know anything I can use, you got any tips? What can I use for hard water? I mean, we've done the vinegar, we've done the hot water, vinegar, everything to it doesn't work. Boiling hot water, hot vinegar, everything, nothing works, nothing. So if you have any other tips other than that, please let me know, okay? And thank you for your prayers for Chuck. I really appreciate it if y'all will pray for him, because I know that your prayers work. All right. All right, guys. Love you so much. I'm going to let you go now, and I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Y'all take care. Bye for now.